I love when the water is like this. No sound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mm. Oh my God, what happened? Okay, you can hear now. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, somebody can hear my water. No sound. Okay, refresh now. Please refresh. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, it's okay. So, guys, it was kind of annoying because I feel like just the other day I had a cold. It was a while back. I remember I didn't do a live stream for a while, but I think I have a feeling it's something related to like sinus and air conditioning or something. It's not, I don't usually get sick like this. There was one night where I did not sleep very much, and usually I find if I don't sleep, I tend to get sick. But you can hear me. So the reason, guys, why I wanted to do this today, other than I just had this feeling, is because when it happened to me last time, at first it sounds like when it happened last time, I thought, oh, it's gonna go away, and then it didn't. It took a while, so I was like, I'm on the verge of either getting much better or getting much worse. So I was like, might as well just do it because it's kind of a horrible thing. Like if I had postponed to tomorrow, who know? I don't know how. Sorry, I don't know if I'll be better or worse. And today, just as I was getting ready to come here, there was like this crazy summer storm. When it's like sudden, like so much rain, and I was like, I can't get wet like that. Well, if I have the kind of rain, crazy rain like that. Okay, so this is it. Oh. So it's good thing to have microphone, guys, because that way I don't have to strain. You know, very good, very good. Okay, so oh no, oh my God, I tried to put hair or something. My hair. It's okay, guys. My hair doesn't look so good, but it's okay, right? It's okay. No, I'll get better. I'm not that bad. I think it's a sign. So I'm gonna get one of those neti pots. I heard about them. I'm gonna try. See, it looks kind of scary at first, but I think it works because that's what I have. It gets the nasal passages. So, so this is it. So I was just like, I just missed you guys. To be honest, I was like, I have a diction. I have a diction. I have it. I have it. Oh yeah, I have it. So, so is that interesting? Very interesting. Very interesting. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. So okay. So here are the cards. You got the cards. Hello. Hmm. So guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't even put. Oh my God! I realized I didn't add the questions. Oh no. The first time because I wasn't here, I had to. I came all the way of my house because I was supposed to come here earlier, and then like long story, whatever. So I was like taking it slowly, today. So I was like, but I still because I had planned I was gonna do the live stream, okay. But then at first I was like, I was just like, I don't like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. No tomorrow, yeah. So so yeah, yeah. So anyway, so this is it, guys. So here I am because I feel, honestly, I was like, sometimes when you have a cold and you're like, I don't want to be like not doing anything because of this. So I don't want to do anything. I don't want to like stop my life because of this. No, 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 no. So so this is it, guys. Okay. So oh oh. So guys, I see the people are commenting on Patreon, not here. I don't know. Anyway, so guys, okay, so let's get started. Oh my God, I feel like I'm so sorry I have not gathered all the questions. I know you guys, I'll tell you, you asked about Brazil, and the rainforest burning. It's very my house, my mother, she's crazy. She's very like she listens to this all the time and it's very depressing. Okay, Brazil, and it's so sad, guys, because it's true. And right today, for example, what was it yesterday? There was you would say that the biggest city in Brazil is São Paulo, okay, and it's in the center of the country, kind of southern, almost sort of south, middle, south, central, whatever. And the whole city was covered in smog because of the fires coming from the Amazon. I mean, the Amazon is very far from São Paulo, very far. Okay, well, it don't have a link. It's weird. Did I not post a link, guys? I'm sorry. Wait, just saying. Hold on a second here. Oh. Weird. Okay, 1 second. 1 second here. It was very strange. It was very strange. Very strange today, huh? I thought. Oh, that's right. Usually, did I forget to say direct link? Oh, 1 second here. Wait, 1 second. Here, copy. Okay. So, okay, 1 second here. Okay, so, I'm posting a link. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so, okay. Oh, I don't know, guys. So, anyways, it's updating. It's updating. It is updating. So, as soon as I get the thing, oh my god, my computer is slow somehow. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. As soon as it loads, okay, here it is. So I'm just okay. So, okay, so I'm just posting the link. Hmm. So, so here we are together again here. Okay. So okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. If you double click on the bottom of the image, you can watch on YouTube. But I know somehow I just posted. Okay, I just sent out the thing with the link now. Just uploaded. I just updated. I'm sorry, the post with the link. So anyway, so guys, oh my God. So anyway, so the Brazil. So guys, they are burning down the rainforest. Okay, like very seriously hardcore. And like I said, the Amazon is very far. Guys, it's like it's very far from São Paulo. Okay, it is extremely far, so I don't understand. This is very scary, the whole thing, and it has to do. Guys, Bolsonaro. He's, Bannon is like he helped him get elected, and I think, and he hired Cambridge Analytica, the same thing. Okay, so and he's following everything that Trump does or whatever. So I mean, okay, imagine if Trump lived in a country that allowed him to. I just like, but people are horrified. It's a long story about how things happen in Brazil, okay, and also there's a lot of. I feel like a lot of American companies, American oil companies, want to buy the Amazon because of the natural resources, right? So so it's the old people there, the same oil people. So it's like they're burning down the forest so they could sell the oil underneath it. That's the bottom line, I think. But can you imagine the disaster that the end of the world, guys? Honestly, I'm just like, whoa! It's shocking, because you see, and it's very the guy, he's a criminal, like in different ways than Trump, but also a criminal. Okay, and it is what it is. And like, there's protests, there's all kinds of things, but people in Brazil, are killed, and it's very. I mean, guys, it's very serious. It's very sad. But I never talk about Brazil. Yeah. So so anyway, so like, yeah, so let's not, so guys, you know what, let's not, I'm gonna delete that because I don't want to I'm just gonna Cheryl, I know you mean well, but I don't want to hear what Trump has to say. I've said this many times, oh, he's a second who cares what he says, okay, honestly. And it's like, I'm sorry, because I feel like, at least here, guys, let's try to not repeat what he said, okay. It's not relevant what he says, okay, right? So, I'm sorry, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you don't mean it. I just like, I'm like, I don't want to know what he was like, did you see the thing about the Jews? It's so awful, it's so awful. Everything about him is so awful. So anyway, so, but a lot of the evangelicals believe that shit. And, but guys, seriously, the whole thing, I'm just going back to Brazil here. I never do readings on Brazil because I'm too involved. Okay. And then I had a dream. I did a vision. Okay. I did a vision about him because my family is affected by him. It's a long story, okay? All the things he has done already, and just so much destroyed so many things. But I saw that I saw him dying, okay? Because we're going to be removed. I think he's going to be removed by the other right, the quote unquote normal right wing, okay, that Brazil always had, but the old Brazilian oligarchy. Because he was just like a random guy that suddenly started to, he's extremely racist, xenophobic, classist, everything. And so, but I just feel like it's not going to end well. But I worry about the Amazon. It's so sad. I mean, it's just like, and he's guys, the propaganda. He says, yeah, let's burn it down. It's all. It's like he makes it. I just can't even. I don't. I can't even. I don't even know, guys. Honestly, I don't pay attention to many Brazilians because it's too depressing. Okay, it's far worse than what's happening in the U.S. If you can imagine. Um. Okay. Because Brazil's already. I feel like I was thinking that they want the U.S. to be like Brazil, but Brazil's becoming something else. Even they want to destroy the country completely. They are selling all the national companies and all those things. I'm sorry. So anyway, so so that's the story. So and I know, guys, some of you, just to go back here to what Trump said or didn't say. I just want to say this. I did. If you haven't, please, I urge you to watch the reading. I think it was the last one, where I asked about, why did Trump say the thing about Denmark? And that's what he says, things to change the conversation, and people buy it and they repeat it. That's what I said. So when you come here, don't repeat what he says because it's distraction. So when you come here and you just see what he said, you're helping him. You're on his. I don't think that you are aware, or you. I do not believe that you are doing this, with a goal to do that. But I feel like that's what happens when he's. Oh my God, he said this. Oh my God, he said that. You are repeating the propaganda and you're moving away from the focus of the truth and other important topics. Okay, so that's the thing. That's why I deleted. I don't want to know. He's like whatever, but that's clear. That's how the evangelical, priests or whatever you call them, are pushing. His idea. His presence or whatever, right? So anyway, so so. Okay, so that's the thing about Brazil. I don't know. And today, guys, when I saw this footage, I was like, "There's no way I would have ever, I could never imagine something like this." And it's a moment like this. Honestly, I think I'm glad I don't have children. I don't know how I would manage, because it feels like the world is like these people are trying destroying the world. Like people like Trump, Bolsonaro, Bannon, whatever. They are really harmful people, and I don't know what could be done to stop them, at this point. I mean, I think we could maybe stop Trump, but look, we just had the Mittal steel mill dump cyanide and ammonia into a river that feeds into Lake Michigan. So upset. So yeah, so it's just like, guys, they're just touring the world. Like these people who are like very, very advanced age, okay? They just want to destroy the world for everybody who's left here. It's so upsetting to me. So So that's why I'm just like, I don't know how we're gonna survive this. Okay. It's even worse because, guys, nature, think about it. We can't once what happens? Like how many centuries? How many centuries? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, Cheryl, like I don't wanna, this is not ET thing. Okay, it's reality. I'm so sorry about this. I know you don't mean it, but I know this is another like far right, I don't care about ETs. It's about the world today. We have to be focused on what's happening today, not the ETs, not what it's another distraction. Okay, we have to focus on the world. Please don't, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm sick. I don't want to have to like get annoyed. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So please, yeah, but this is not, we don't, you need help, okay, it's okay. It's like we have to focus on the world. That's the world that we live in. It's not about escaping. Okay, so it's not how it is. It's not outside of us. I've said before. Okay, I think it has to be inside of us in some way. I don't. Okay, so let's not like change the subject too much. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I said that. Okay, so let's keep going. No, no personal, whatever. You understand, right? You understand. Okay, so this is it. Okay. Okay. So okay, guys. So let's, and for me, just because this topic, to be honest, is very hard for me. Okay, it's like it's real. It's real for me in ways that is much more real than for you guys because I lived in Brazil, and I'm Brazilian by birth, and I lived all my until I was 18. I lived there, so it's very complex for me. You know, it's not like an abstraction or some weird channel that It's like reality for me. So that's why I don't. I feel like it's complicated. So yeah, it's too close. That's right. So, and I don't want to cry, or anything, but I said, oh, it's, okay. No, I didn't get any in message from. Guys, I told you I get messages from Russians pretending to be YouTube asking for my password. That's the only messages I get from YouTube. I would honestly, yeah, I don't really get. Yeah, so anyway, guys, so I want to know what's going on in Brazil in terms of the burning of the forest. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know, guys. Let's ask about what are the consequences of the burning of the forest, and how can we, what could be done? Is there anything that could be done, or is just gonna, people gonna die like this? Okay, and then what happens to Bolsonaro? I've never asked. Okay, I've never asked at all. Maybe it's legit, but I don't want to. I don't care. Like, doesn't matter. Nobody uses those messages, right? I don't use messaging from YouTube. It makes perfect sense that they are, and it's a Google company, so Google does that a lot. They put out features, then they remove the features that people don't use. So, that makes perfect sense. It's not a huge thing. Okay. So okay. So what's going on with the burning of the forests in Brazil? Like how? I mean, it can't be. How is this going to be resolved? Okay. How is this? How is this going to be resolved, or is it going to be resolved? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna turn it here. What's going on with the burning of the forest? Okay, so it's kind of strange, guys, because it's similar to what is happening here in a way, different way. Okay, this is exposure of something foreign, and the shady meeting abroad, the shady alliances, and the gifts. Okay, and the I think here love, it means the like the intellectual, they love each other, they have the same connection, but then we have a victory, a coffin, and instability, somebody leaving, and it's treason, the same thing. Now I have to say, okay, oh my god, can you hear? Okay, okay. Well, it sounds like a lot of people can hear me, and if you can't, please refresh. Okay, unless everybody can't hear me. All right, so okay. Yeah, okay. So all right, so I don't want to get, guys, the long story about Brazilian history, but the U.S. was heavily involved in helping the military regime happen in 1968, 4. I'm sorry, and it went on for 30 years, and then there was a democratic process slowly, and then there was this long. It's a long story to explain, okay? Um, and So anyway, so Bolsonaro was elected after there was this guy Lula, who was the left wing person. Um, what after Lula, there was another woman president who was in quote unquote impeached for the wrong reasons with like fake judges and stuff like that. So anyway, so the story here is, I have to say, guys, this is tell me what you think. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about doing this. I don't have a channel in Portuguese, and I don't necessarily want to have a channel in Portuguese, but because of this thing, I kind of want to do it just for this one thing, which is that I see him dying again, Bolsonaro. Guys, I said when I did the vision about him before, I saw him falling like as if the palace there of the presidential palace was going to be invaded, or like there was something he was going to be removed. And I saw him on the floor with blood coming out of his mouth as if he had been shot. The same thing here. It shows the coffin, and I see again the same image of him being shot because he's a traitor. I mean, he's right. That's is true because what I had seen for him, it was not in this vision, is that he is totally guided by Bannon and those people. He has no real connections in Brazil in a weird way, because a lot of the Brazilian politicians that are powerful, they are oligarch. What we call in Brazil the oligarchs, but that has to do with landowner. They have their families have been there for hundreds and centuries or whatever, but they are traditional, and they have this, there's corrupt and all that, but there's a sense that they belong to they're somehow connected to this country. This guy's totally a puppet in every sense of the word, and he's just as much as a puppet as Trump is. He may be a Trump, so I feel like he's not very smart, okay. And I feel like the Brazilian upper classes get tired of this because the guy is destroying everything, and they're like, he has to go because he's very dangerous. Okay, he's very violent. Okay, yeah, I saw. You know who I saw? You don't know the people who you don't know their names. I saw this guy who had been president once. It's a right wing guy, center right. The Kasahane. It's a very famous family, like old. Basically, all the old politicians are going to come back because I mean they're still kind of around, but they're like, we have to get rid of this guy. He's just awful because he's just beyond awful, guys. Okay, so it kind of goes back to kind of how it used to be ish. It went too far. The right went too far. Okay, it's a long story, guys. I would have to explain the situation in Brazil, the class system in Brazil, because the president on the left, he really changed the class system a little bit, and that got people very angry. Okay, suddenly, because in Brazil people you have maids. Like somebody like me, when I grew up, I had maids. Can you believe it? I was like low middle, my mom, she was teaching and everything, but we had it's like how it's a very poor country in general, so there's a very cheap labor. So then suddenly those people were going to college. Suddenly those people could have cars, and the middle class got very angry, and the upper class got angry. That how come they were suddenly going to university and they were competing with the children of the middle class? You know what I mean? So that was not acceptable to a lot of people. Okay, it really it changed a lot of things. So then they were able, the right wing was able to to do all of it. So that's what I think, guys. I think this is caused. I think, okay, so let me just go now. Let's go to the Amazon. What's happening here? They're just burning down. That's it. Guys, it's telling me, it's reminding me. Remember when Bannon said, I want to burn the whole thing down? He wasn't kidding. He's saying he wasn't kidding. It's real. It's like the devil. He wants to burn the world down. I'm serious, guys. That's what it's suggesting. It's not a joke. It's not exaggeration. It's not a figure of speech. It's real. That's the reality they want to create. It's some sort of war. It's guys, it sounds like this, some like a weird dystopian war zone. Kind of like, like things are burning, and like kind of like what is it? That movie, guys, I forgot. What is it? The futuristic Blade Runner type. Okay. So the kind of futuristic no man's land kind of places everywhere, all over the world. Okay. So that's it. And I feel like this guy's gonna go down. But what happens to the forest? I mean, is the world over? There's gonna be a lot of, it's like humans are going to be forced to put laws into place because the whole thing is going to get worse and worse and worse until people wake up to it's like the world is going to wake up to everything. It's telling me, I hope not, guys. Food shortages, okay, and like the businesses. businesses that are going to have to pay also, because they're like, oh, we can't do business because people don't have, you know. So it's just like, it's like the nightmare is like reality in this sense. Okay, so how are we going to do, how are we going to change things? Survival is gonna do, guys. Don't want you to be scared, okay, like that. But it's just like there's gonna be more movements of like, for example, how there's countries where like Japan has a lot of um or what is it called, earthquakes, okay, right? Or I forgot, or sea things or whatever. So they had to build the whole country up to sustain that. So we have all over the world are gonna have to do that. Um, and um, and we're gonna have to change the justice system. How? Okay, how? Tell me now about Brazil. How's it gonna stop? And it's gonna be the biggest the world outrage. All the countries are gonna enact protection, and those people, guys. I still, can I tell you? I see the Koch brothers. They may have wanted to buy some of the land to put there, to get the oil. It's like this. These people, there have to be more justice for these people. They have to go to jail. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable that these people can get away. Why did these people get away with this shit? I cannot believe it. Because the evil. Because, okay, guys, it's telling me, remember the thing I told you before, we're all too late, and it's not calling me. It's like, you guys are lazy. You believe that you can live with evil. You can't. It's saying you can't live with evil. You can't be, the two sides thing is total bullshit, because the evil is about destroying everything. So you have to double down, and you have to make laws that don't let people get away with shit until you learn. That's what it's saying. And until you learn to redefine justice to what it really means, this shit's going. It can't, because it's saying you let these people. It's talking about Brazil, but also all kinds. The U.S. too. Let these people out there. Who killed, like, the whole. It's talking about. It goes back to the civil rights era. The same thing. It's like you have to name the names, and these people have to be prosecution of all of these people, because it's not going to happen until we stop. It's a business, for them, and that's what they wanted. They're like, let's remove regulations so we can commit crimes. That's it. For them, regulations are, oh God, why can't I do? We just do it, and nobody's going to stop us if we just do it. That's the mentality. Okay, so, but it's saying that everything about justice, we're going to have to change. Okay. Yeah, guys, I feel like with there, this is some sort of like a huge revolution that has to happen in the world because of the information era. We have so much information, right? It used to be that we didn't have access to all this information. Now we do. So we have to, after Trump leaves and so forth, okay, we have to do all of it and make it happen. So, okay, so what happens to Bolsonaro in relationship to Trump? Trump leaves, things got far worse for him, and I do see the fire in the Brazilian palace, okay, or like some huge thing, some sort of quasi revolution in Brazil, okay, and they're get rid of him. Kind of like, do you remember Mussolini? He was hung from somewhere. Do you remember the story of Mussolini? I mean, not story. There's images. He was hung, Mussolini, upside down. So something happens, but here is not the people necessarily that kill him. It's like it's like they have the okay by the old money people in Brazil. They're like, you can't. This guy is a criminal. He's beyond, guys. So they get rid of him and his friend. His son, guys. The guy is a drug dealer. He's very scary. Oh my god. I'm sorry, drug trafficker. Just to tell you guys, this is real. Okay, so do you remember that Bolsonaro went to G20? So when he arrived in Spain, the Brazilian airplane, he went there with a friend of his, some sort of like Brazilian Air Force colonel, whatever you call him. The guy who was found with like 10 kilos of cocaine, like trafficking drugs in the presidential. Can you imagine? I mean, I would think so. Yeah. So you know what I mean. So this is it. It's all these people there, but I don't know, guys. I feel like these are demons. I'm sorry, I can't. How can we stop these demons? They can remove them. Yeah, it shows that once the people with money, with some powers, begin to lose, then that's when things happen. Okay, to try to remove them. So, so what about Audrey's saying something here. If we lose the Earth, everything else is smooth. What's going to happen to the Earth? Are we? Is it serious question? Let's say in the next 5, 10, and 20 years, are we gonna, in my lifetime, let's say, are we gonna still have a planet? I'm serious question. Okay, serious question. Are we gonna have a planet? Because they're trying. I'm sorry. Let's get real. These people are trying to destroy the world. That's a fact. Okay, let's see. Wow. Oh my God! Look, this gray skies. Oh. Okay, that's right. Everything burning exactly now. Okay. So this is the. I'm just gonna do the cards. Okay. So the aggressive treachery. Okay. Then we have the protector, the man with money, and then we have the disgrace. Then what's super interesting here is that something not yet known is the answer, and this is information, and this is new beginning or children. Then this is the hardship and poverty upside down. So removing it, secret or knowledge, and then absence, and then hopeless. So what it suggests here is kind of interesting, guys, is that there's aggressive treachery from the people who are wealthy, so that they created the disgrace to use the earth for natural resources. This is something not yet known as the answer, and this is information that is going to be taken into consideration. And there's knowledge that we need to have in there. In other words, we can find knowledge to turn things kind of around, but we have to focus. Okay, it doesn't tell me that there is, how do I say this, it doesn't tell me that the world is going to end. No. Okay. Yeah, that's guys, like I said, I don't want to focus on like all the horrible hardships. Okay, I did say it, food shortages maybe, but I feel like what we need, it's like we need to, for example, like humanity focuses on wars and nuclear power and all that. Imagine if all that energy was spent on solutions for climate and making things better and healthier. That is what's going to have to happen. All the world's going to end. Okay, right? Seriously, like seriously, right? That's it. I don't think, it doesn't tell me it's going to end, but it's going to be unlivable. Okay, unlivable, and all the resources are going to have to be put into this, because like that's it. And I swear, guys, I see these people. Even I see actually Peter Thiel saying something like, "Oh, we don't care. we want to die. They should die. Everybody should die." They really want the world, the majority of people to die through these things, so that they can kind of have more control over it. But it suggests here that things are terrible because of this aggressive treachery of like stealing of, what I'm talking about, right? But that there are solutions, but we have to focus, like change the focus, in other words, right? So tell us here. So, and they're saying here, it's so sad here because it's saying actually it's not that hard. They're saying it's just that these companies are saying the oil people are too powerful. It is telling me about the Bushes, the same thing with like Putin and Russia, like gas and oil, the Bushes, the Saudi Arabia, everything, all of these people that have oil. Okay, it's very destructive. We have to move away from oil, find other things, but it's also saying it's not that hard. It's just that they're unwilling to. These people have had power for too long, and it's not working, and it's not going to work. So we have to have different priorities because it's not going to work otherwise. Yeah, so because they know it's like, guys, it's very serious. You know what I mean? It's so serious. It's so serious. So wow, it's crazy. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Oh, guys, oh my god. Sorry, I got cleared. So we got one more thing here. So I hope I was not annoying. Okay. Hmm. So anyway, guys, it's just a matter of focus. Did you see there was this? I read that there was this African scientist who found a cure for Ebola. Did you see? Nobody talks about. Oh no, no. Like think about Ebola, how horrific it is. And somebody was like, "This I found. If the person does not, they can revert the death. It's like death was imminent for people on Ebola. I'm not saying Ebola is just one disease, and having no natural resources is very serious, but you see what I'm saying, guys? It's very bad. Okay, but when the focus is important, we find cures. And now, guys, the spirits are telling me, oh my God, it's very moving. They're saying, as you know, because they're saying, the thing that I do, the medical things, right? When you ask questions, when people ask questions, we can help. They're saying we can help with research, we can help with all kinds of things. Okay. And it's just that humanity, kind of like you, like when you sit down and you ask a question, the same thing that we have to sit down and ask questions and find the solutions. There's going to be solutions, but humanity has to go up, okay, in like how it values life. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I have to say this generation of the people who are like of the Koch brothers. Okay, I'm like, Jesus Christ, those people are so awful. They want to destroy everything for everybody else. They do not care about anybody, and that can't go on like this. It's like it's not communism. It's about survival. You know, that's it. It's like that's it. Okay, so all right, so guys, wow, that was crazy. I'm sorry. Today was a weird day. Okay, but let's continue. I'm fine. I'm fine. So what? How are the things gonna end in Brazil? With the foreign forest, there's gonna be a reckoning, and guys, it's saying it's kind of interesting to me here. It's saying that there's gonna be the downfall of the people connected to Trump. Once Trump goes down, all these other people are gonna go down quickly because people hate them. Okay, people hate them. Oh, you know what I'm curious about, guys? Talking about international. Did you see Italy? I want to find out. Did you see the guy, the far right guy? I don't really quite understand the system there, but the guy was trying to get full, like total power in Italy, and it could backfire. Is this guy Matteo Salvini? Salvini, that's his name. Okay, so then the president or whoever the other person resigned, and it's possible that it could happen what is happening to Netanyahu, where he can't form a coalition, and he's gonna have to go. But I want to know what's happening to Salvini. Okay, in Italy, talking about another country. What's gonna happen to him? Is he gonna succeed or is he gonna fail? Is he gonna succeed in becoming? Well, it shows that, and there was a scandal there with this guy Salvini. There was a recording about how he took money from Putin, okay, from these oil companies connected to Putin, and how he was agreeing to do whatever Putin wanted. So it shows that this is a card of balance. There's going to be a balance. There's hope, but a lot of information is going to come out. Important revelation about the mob here connected to the presence, to the higher powers there. So they're going to interesting. This is a so once this revelation comes out, they're gonna have a togetherness or some sort of like. Let me just find out because I'm confused too. Okay, what's happening in Italy with Salvini? He wants full power so he could no. It's saying he was too big for his breeches. He made this political move, and he's not doesn't have the support for it. I think he's not gonna have the support for it. So he's like this. It's like, oh no, didn't work. I see him going to prison and also being he's guys, I also see him going to prison and dying in prison a lot. What's his name? The guy Epstein. A la Epstein, he dies. He goes to prison. He there's a huge, there may be a huge like trial. No, Italy very dramatic. But interesting. Because he's connected to that mob, okay? Guys, and it's telling, oh my god, you know what's so weird? Okay, I'll tell you, this is very strange, okay? But you know that woman Simona Mangiante, the woman who calls herself Italian, who sounds Russian? You know that woman, right? So she said she was from this region in Italy called near Naples, okay? And that is region near Naples, okay? If the region near Naples is dominated by this mob called the Camorra, okay? It's like this part of the Italian mob near Naples, Camorra. So there's I think the Russian mob is now connected to the Camorra. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you know what I'm saying, like that's kind of tough. So Jeff is asking, will they fall together? No, it's not like it's not like that, guys. It's not like a math thing, but it's just more. It's just as for example, the people that were like Trump, they went up together, they go down together. Yeah, yeah, no, interesting. You know what I mean? Just as they were elect, obviously, obviously, I think things don't happen by because what happens with Trump and all these other people is that the Russians and others, not just the Russians, even some Americans and some Saudis or whatever, they pushed for this to happen, right? It was not a coincidence. However, when the whole thing falls, it falls together because it's fake. The important thing, guys, it was not a real thing. It was not a genuine thing. I don't think they fall. In other words, I don't think they fall together, but they're not like, oh, press a button, they all leave. No, but it is okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then, guys, let me just ask. Okay, so do they fall together? Just see. Let's see what's gonna tell us. Let me just ask this then. So does it mean that when Trump leaves, all these people leave? Oh, all the right wing, far not right wing, far right. Let's just call them far right, like Italy, Brazil, um, whatever, like Russia sometimes, or the Brexit people. Does it mean that once Trump falls, these people are gonna go? What does it mean? Oh, silent the orbit. Interesting, no? Interesting. Oh no, look, they're all connected together. Just got to hear, can't hear. Soon. Oh yeah, soon. I hope so. Oh no. So this is interesting because Hermit is a card of like the man in the cave. Okay. Then we have the older person or something over time, the strategy, the philosopher upside down, and the weakness. So the wrong ideas, okay, the wrong strategy, and then the weakness. And then we have here, they're bound together. This is the White House, binds them. But then we have something, be on the lookout because something is coming soon. And then we have something very upsetting. And then we have somebody, we're moving on. There's information here. The person's exposed as a fake lord, not having money. There's a man here, and this is like oh, interesting, guys, reconciliation. But I think we could see, I see this more symbolically. Not that we reconcile with these people, but that it kind of things start to come back. But also, this card means groups of people also. So the several people that are sick, the information comes out because it's all coordinated and together. Okay, so let me just more here. So what happens to the far right governments like the UK now, the Italy, Brazil after Trump leaves? Oh, What happens? Oh, the White House. I'm just quickly, guys. Oh, what happens? What happens to the hell? Oh, it's sad. Oh no. While the same card, the sick card, comes up again and again. But it's not. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Mm. So, oh no, no. So the question is, what happens? So this is interesting. The family upside down, the mice, right? Could be the. I would see it as Russia, but it doesn't matter who the woman is. But here was the corruption, the corrupt marriage, and the sick people. Or that's right, corrupt marriage between the sick people. The White House upside down, and the anchor. In other words, they're all anchored by the White House. Okay, and then we have here the gossip. Okay, and then the prison. So I just feel like, and this is interesting, guys. This is madness an offer. So I feel like because it shows this is a lot of money in bank accounts. So since the money, okay, let's get real. They are all these governments are supported by shady people. Okay. And if you take one down and expose the money, it leads to the others because it's global, but it's not a local thing. It's not as if you can say, oh, let's say hit like this is something that was kind of what is it called, astroturfed? Is that what they call about the Koch brothers and the what is it called? The what was the Mark Meadows thing? I forgot the name, but I'm talking about like, oh, it's a revolution. No, it's not a revolution. It's a lot of people with a lot of money pumping the money into this to make something like this happen. So, so there's prison for them, prison for sick people because of money. Oh, sad for them. So this is it. That's what. Okay, so tell us how is this gonna go down? They're gonna show that there was no such thing as they call it populism. It's not populism. It's steelism. Oh, that the whole they found they coined these terms, but at the bottom line, it had nothing to do with populism. It was all steal was all a facade to steal and to be opportunist. They just found something like a market. It was just a marketing proposition for them to say, oh, just say these things and whatever, and then but it was totally corrupt, and there was nothing genuine about it. Okay, that's why. So, but it's saying, guys, the investigations into these people are gonna last decades. Okay, we're gonna have to dig. This time, we can't let these people escape all over the world, not just here. Okay, so but it's gonna be like Hitler fell and Mussolini fell and all those people, the same thing. So so wow, isn't that interesting? Okay, so yeah, because now, guys, now we're gonna get the bill. We're getting the bill in the sense of like the recessions are going to start, and the UK is going to be really bad. The Brexit thing, I don't know if they're going to go through with it, but it's bad. It was never, it was all about marketing. Oh, let's change this, let's do this. But then, and so there's people going to have to be held responsible for this. Okay, all right, because once the recession hits, people get angry. Okay, so interesting. No, guys, I'm sorry. Was it? I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I wish I had more. I like when I have more intense, like conversation, more like answers. But I feel like this is interesting. And this is like, I think now we're dealing. This is the thing. I think what happens is marketing starts to run out, and our reality is hitting, and it only goes so far. You know, it's like, oh. So interesting, no? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, interesting, no? Okay. So, and I feel, guys, I'm sorry I forgot the thing about I know, Bella, you guys have some ask questions about Israel still. I feel like the whole thing with what Trump is saying about the Jewish thing is much more about getting votes for Netanyahu than anything, changing the propaganda. The other thing I had a question about, oh, did you see, guys, this is horrific, okay? But I want to ask, they want to make, I don't think they're going to succeed. They want to make the children in cages permanent. Did you see this thing? They want to remove like a date at the end date. Okay. So I want to ask about this. Okay. And okay. And I want to know, guys, who's behind this? I feel like I know it's Stephen Miller. And by the way, I wanted to get it, do a really kind of connect back to something I saw with Audrey. I was talking about Stephen Miller having to felt the separation from the mother when he was so young, wanting this to happen to the kids, to punish them through something that he actually inherently felt himself. So is this true? And so I want to know. Maybe I kind of want visions more. Okay, so what's happening here with him, with Steve? What these policies are putting them in? They want, guys. They want to. I'm not. I don't want to scare you, but that's their goal. They're like the Nazis. Eventually there's a final solution. They want to create legit concentration camps. People can't leave. Okay, so that's their, because as they get more desperate, they want to be more harsh. So is this gonna happen? Are they gonna succeed? What's gonna happen? They already are, guys. I swear, this guy dreams of this. He's already like, oh, we're gonna have. I don't know the guest, but he's stop, guys. Yeah, I see. You know what I see a lot. What reminds me of so strange. I see this like I've seen this in the Vietnam movies when they have these helicopters flying low and they go into the camps and they take away the people. The military again coming back because we're moving these people, these Nazi people. Okay, so what's gonna happen to this? How are they? Okay, I know I've seen this before, guys, many times, but I want to know how are we gonna end this? What's gonna okay? Let's go. What's gonna happen to Stephen Miller and the people who are? That's what I saw. The military kind of zoning in, removing the people, and then going after the people who create. What's gonna happen to Stephen Miller and his Nazi bullshit? Okay, what's gonna happen to the people who created these camps, who profit from them? Let's first start with Stephen Miller, okay? Because I don't think they're gonna be able to do what they want. But what's happening to Stephen Miller and his okay? Yeah, news of government blockage. So the good people are working really hard to block it. It's blocked, this policy, okay? And this is a waste interesting waiting. There's too many this is too many obstacles here. It doesn't happen. Love, I think in a good sense. Oh, the White House, interesting. Okay, so let's see here. The guy with the gun. Oh, well, okay. So there's desperation. I guys again when the money is about to be discovered, Trump doubles down on the immigration stuff because he believes this is a longing. He believes that if he does it, then they're gonna leave him alone and let him do. You know what I mean? So in his mind, he needs something harsh. He bullies people to pretend that so that he will go. Oh, don't come to my thing because I'm gonna do this horrible thing. So he bullies people and finds culprits so he can get away with shit. You know what I mean? So that's it. This isn't new. Okay, but this is the guy, the smoking gun evidence. So this is a crazy action. They discovered the guilty money and he longs. So you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he believes that if he has enough destruction and violence, people are gonna let him get away with the money that he wants to get away with. And it's telling me, guys, here that that he made a bargain with the devil, and you can't do something like that. If you once you make a deal with the devil like, bitch, you're not escaping. No, no, no. So see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he can't escape. So he's trying to. He thinks he can. Oh no, I could just do this, but then no, he can't. You can't have her. So that's kind of how it is. Okay. Um, Janie had a question that I haven't. I'm sorry if I missed your guys' discussions, but Janie had an interesting question the other day. She said, and I think I want to ask this: is Trump sicker than we think, and is he being? Are the aides hiding it from us? Okay, because I feel like I do believe that it's distraction, but I feel like to an extent, it's kind of like they're hiding. Like he's not, he can't govern. He's not doing anything. He's destroying the country. Is there more to this? Is he really insane, or is he, or right? Is there more stuff going on? And okay, are we being not being told? Is he crazy? What the hell's up with Trump? Or is he just acting like he's crazy? And what, and are his aides protecting him? Okay, I mean, I think we know the answer. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, so guys, it's interesting. I think he's acting, okay, more than he is a little senile, but I think here is he can't execute. People are gonna start talking and to uncover the enemy. And there's the crazy guy. Things are exposed about the guy, the connection between him, the orange man here, and the enemy. And here we have they go trying to go as far as they can before everything is revealed about the shady connections with the foreign power. Okay, so so I don't think, in other words, I don't think that this is he's necessarily as crazy. I mean, he's incapable of governing, but that's where his role is. That was his role. So let me just find out here. So what is it about him? Is he crazy or is he acting? He's a little crazy, but he's a sociopath. He's a criminal. Criminal people are crazy like that. He just got a little worse, but that's why people liked him. The bad people, they wanted him there. And now it's saying that are they hiding? No, they're using him. That's it. They can commit the crimes as long as it's like, guys. Like I said, it's sort of like the guy, I'm talking about, like when you have the those bank robberies. There's another, how do you say it? There's always the guy on the lookout. Who's like, oh, distracting everybody from going into the bank. That's the same thing here, except that Trump is also robbing the bank, but his role is the clown, is like a distraction clown. Okay, so that's the story here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, guys, I think, yeah, I don't think that he's. I think it's very nice to say that he's nuts. Okay, I think he's done. He's very calculating. He's a sociopath. I mean, Ted Bundy was nuts. All these sociopaths are crazy, and you can't blame the drugs. I don't know. I don't blame it on him. Like, oh no, just some Adderall. He was abusing. He was racist back in the 70s. Okay, he was doing crazy things back then. Okay, so I mean, his whole life was built on hatred and racism and all that. So and living, look at Jared. He has his family has all these buildings in poor areas, and he's abusing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So anyways, so yeah, anything for buck, exactly. So Audrey had a question. Does Miller want another Hulk? I think that's clear he does, but I want to know. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. But I'm going to say, what's going to happen to Hispanic people, Latino people? Like, are they going to succeed? What's going to happen? What is going to be the outcome? How to say, the effect of Trump on the immigrant population in general? Right? All right. What's going to happen to the immigration in general after Trump? Okay. So what's going to happen? Like, how is, are they going to, okay, oh, look, the disinformation, okay, manipulation soon. So, is it going to succeed in, in the whole abuse of people? Oh, yeah. A negative surprise. Money. Shit behind the scenes. I think it shows here disinformation of values. That's right. Wrong values, negative surprise. When everybody figures out that it was a huge manipulation, and that it was all done in secret. Okay, I think the whole thing is going to be exposed for what it is. It was just it was a scapegoating so they could get away with shit. Okay, What's gonna happen? Okay, I'm just in light of like how much longer. I know this is a hard question. How much longer are these concentration camps going to happen? How much longer? Okay, until when? Oh, look, he leaves. The man leaves. Okay. Oh, oh no. Guys, it's kind of interesting here. The scythe is actually could be a good card in some ways because it cuts something. But here we have the man who died, okay, or dying or death. Look, twice. The scythe is kind of creepy, the combination. Then we have shady money. This is migration or change, and this is the parties. Somebody moving away, leaving, right? Because of aggression and the success became from this aggression. Now, what it suggests to me, this is cutting immigrants through fight. Okay, I feel like once Trump leaves, you know what it suggests to me, guys, that once the same thing it keeps repeating itself, right? It's like the truth about Trump's connection to the Epstein thing is going to come out. Okay, and that's when he is going to have to leave. And how and the whole thing of the aggression, there's a weird, okay, you know what, guys, let me just, I don't believe, okay, this is the thing, I don't believe, okay, I don't believe that I don't believe that people ask, oh, are they trafficking the girls? I don't believe they are, because if you look at in the sense that, okay, in the sense that, look at Epstein. Epstein likes young white girls. They all kind of look the same to me. Okay, that to me, that was the type of group of people. Now this is a little different, but it suggests here that there is a connection, and that in some weird way, the immigration, I told you before, guys, there was a connection of like abusing children in general, or the young, the vulnerable. Okay, but let me just see, what is the connection between Epstein and the camps? Trump, Epstein, and the human trafficking of prostitution in the camps. Is there a connection? Okay, so guys, that's okay. Let me just one thing. Let's not put everybody on the, let's not like put everybody on the table here. So, so what it suggests is interesting. It says that their dream was to do, do you remember if you read about in the concentration camps in Germany, that some of the women were forced to be prostitutes, not prostitutes, they were supposed to be like sex slaves or whatever of the Nazis in the camps, and that everybody else would be labor. So I think their goal was to be make a class of slaves, a slave class, okay, and that some of the women could be selected for sexual stuff, but not in the way that we think, not in the same way as Epstein. It's a little different. It's more like they wanted to oppress, like slavery was before. Okay, that's it. It's just the Hispanic people. Okay, but I don't necessarily see. Okay, so what is the connection here? Why are the camps going to be liberated? And what is I see Epstein here. Why? Why are things going to? What is the connection between the liberation of the camps and Epstein? The information about Epstein. Trump made money from human trafficking. Duh. It's saying duh. So he, first of all, and that is also human trafficking, right? It's like this is pushing, this is kidnapping people, and but I don't. He's gonna have to leave because the stuff is gonna show that this is a business for him. Okay, it's saying, guys, that this is like they want to demonize the Hispanic people. They want to demonize all the brown people because they want to blame, guys. This is the thing, they feel like, because this is what happened in Germany. Once they were able to scapegoat the Jewish people, they could get away with anything. Okay, blame them on everything, and that's what they're doing here. They're trying to blame the immigrants on everything. But this scandal of the sexual stuff is gonna blow up bigger, and they're going to have to go. Okay, so it's not going to work. In other words, it's like what they're trying to do more than it's just like that. It's a tool with many. It's like it's a huge tool for them that they want to use the whole thing to kind of, how do you explain it, to scapegoat. They can scapegoat, they can oppress, they could just, but it's not going to work because the information about Trump is too big. So I'm going to ask a question that I kind of don't, I've already answered a long time ago. People ask me, what about the girls? Are they being trafficked by Epstein? I didn't see that they were trafficked by Epstein. I think there was small pockets of some abuse. He was not as, but I want to know. I saw that he went to Betsy DeVos adoption agency, but I want to know. I just because I know people are going to ask me, where are the girls? Where are the girls? Okay, Hispanic girls from those camps. Are they? What's? Let's find out. Where are they now? Okay, are they being sent somewhere else? Oh my God, look. It's weird because I feel like this is an invitation, public gathering, money losses meetings. Then this is money or something steady. This is a road. They go on the road. There's a shady revelation, something about the past, a death or painful ending of the ring. There's a delay because the military steps in. So I don't, guys. I feel like they're sent to. This would suggest they were sent to different parts of the country. There's different. Oh, interesting. They're kind of telling me here. This is weird. Okay, it's going back to the same thing that there's adoption. I think they're being put up for adoptions. Okay, that's it. I think is it because for them guys, and some of you know about this more than I do, which is that these like far right, like the Voss people, they believe that if they can kind of like brainwash them, the women somehow they kind of target the women because they feel like they're more important in the sense that the men could be like, oh, they're just labor, but the women, if they can convert them or they can kind of like brainwash them or something, they're more valuable. Okay, you know what I mean? So where? Okay, tell me about these women. Where are they? These taken? Oh my God, yeah. There is something because the guys, the women are the source of warmth. Oh, that's right, guys. This is something anthropological. Okay, in every culture, the women are the, what is it called? The shepherds of culture. So when you remove the women, you remove the culture. When you displace the women, away from their natural, I'm not saying this is like, it's one thing adoptions, it's another thing to have forced about adoptions because the women are the keepers of the memory in a lot of ways. Okay, they're the mothers, they take care, right? The men go off and work, but the women keep the culture and the stories, they tell the stories to the children. So if you displace the women, you kind of, it's genocide. That's it. It's a form of cultural genocide. This is not something I'm telling, and I don't mean by that necessarily death. Okay, it's a form of dismantling a culture. It's displacing, right? This is not new. That's it. This is why there's a technical reason for this. Now I understand. To take them away, because if you separate, oh my God, guys, this is, the cruelty is sick. We can't even think about it, but this is what I feel like. It's, the cruelty. It's sort of, what it is, guys. They want, this is like, now I need to ask about again about Stephen Miller, because this is the thing, guys, the warmth. Women are warmth to the child. And if you remove the warmth, you remove the family. You know what I mean? Right? Oh my God. Okay. Is this, oh my God. Is this Stephen Miller's idea? Is this why? Because he's like, yeah, he's like, I didn't have, my mother was cold to me. She was mean to me. She didn't get, so you're not going to get it either. You're not going to have it. That's it. You want to dehumanize them, you remove the mother. That's it. Remove the warmth. Guys, and the other thing, I don't think this is a coincidence. Okay, they put the air conditioning on very high in these places. Okay, so they feel cold all the time, the kids. Okay, that's what I read. So you know what I mean. So there's an effect. It's not just it's psychological. It's environmental, and it's about removing the warmth in every sense of the word, and removing the center. Okay, so you know what I mean. It's very sick, but it's this is how genocide happens in different. You kind of remove the mother, the connection to the very cruel. Okay, is Stephen Miller gonna pay for this? This is gonna pay for this. Yeah. He's involved in different crimes, guys, but I do think he's not gonna get away with this shit. He's not gonna get away with this. It's like this is like this is war crimes, guys. Seriously, this is like really, really like stuff you read about like Bosnia and like those kinds of places where they want to kill the culture. That's it. They want to kill the culture. So it's more. It's not just. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's not just the sexual stuff like that. It's more like removing the connection that women have to culture. You know. So you know what I mean. So this is it, because one a weird thing. And did you know this? That woman, Laura Ingram, she has a child from Guatemala. She adopted children. One of them or two of them, they're Hispanic children. Like from I don't know Guatemala, I think. So for them to be so that's kind of explains to me why. But I think there's definitely a girl. I think it's a girl and a boy or something. And now it kind of explains to me a little bit. I kind of get it in some way because I feel like they think that if they cleanse quote unquote the children of their own culture, they are acceptable again. You know what I mean? If they can kind of be born as an empty particle, then they're, oh yeah, sure, we can raise them. But as if they come speaking Spanish or whatever, then it's like, oh no, no, forget about it. Oh, oh. So so this is so guys, these people, it's like, can you imagine? These people are there specialized in cruelty. Isn't that crazy? It's amazing. So, oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I wish I could give you good news, okay, or like and funny news or something. Huh? But it's like, it's just interesting. It's a good date. I'm not normally I'd cry when I look at this stuff, but I'm okay now. I'm okay today. So, interesting for around. I have interesting, interesting. So, but this is it, guys. It's kind of like, how are we gonna get rid of this nightmare of these people? Are we gonna ever get rid of these people? I'm so tired of them. They're saying yes. But they're saying, but we bred them in some way. We allow them, guys. And I'm just like so sick. The thing with the media. Oh, Trump said this today. Trump said that yesterday. He said this. Like, who cares? The guy is a criminal. You know, don't repeat what he. I'm just like I'm so upset. Think about it. So, guys, I had this vision because I was like, I was asking, how do we No, guys, it's okay. I'm feeling better. I feel better. But I'm glad we did the reading today because I don't know who knows tomorrow is going to be. Huh? I don't know. So, but I saw this thing, guys. I was like, how are we gonna get rid of it? And like, there's this song I like. This indie. It's a long. One day I'll have find you the link, and it says, "What goes up must go down. You and I are hanging around." So it's kind of like it shows that Trump goes up, but he goes down. Oh yeah, he goes down. So this is right. So he goes down, guys, and I saw this date, and it was sunny, and it said September 17th. I was like, I hope so. I hope so. I don't know, because I said, guys, dates are weird. Okay, don't trust dates very much. But interesting. No, sorry, I'm looking for things. Okay, so I have to go soon. 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I don't know. So you see what I'm saying? Isn't that weird? I hope so. Can you imagine if he leaves on September 17th? I'm so happy. Very happy. So what happens? Não sei se here. It's always at the end as I'm leaving, having fun with my house. So what happens on September 17th? Is it true? Something happening? What happening? False? He can't escape anymore. He's like, can't escape. Can't escape anymore. And it's showing, guys, that some of the Republicans want to take him down too. I see the Cokes, whatever. I'm not saying that they're gonna, I don't know, but they're not. I don't know, guys. It's interesting. I just feel like he built, you know what it is? It is like he built himself a tower, right? To be tall, but the tower is fake, so it falls apart. He's fake. The bottom line here is that his power is fake. He won a fake election. Nothing about him is real. So eventually, eventually the laws of the universe catch up with him, you know what I mean? So so makes sense. So so this is it, guys. Okay. So I hope this was good. Okay, I feel bad. I feel bad. Yeah. I think there's gonna be consequences. We have to, you know what it is, guys. I've talked to some of you before about privately about this. The country has to come to terms with its dark past, okay? And we have arrived at this because we're like, oh no, we don't want to talk about it. It's over. It's in the past. And that's how these people were allowed to procreate, to not just procreate. Their ideas were allowed to fester for so long and create so much destruction. Okay. And now, if we, this is gonna be, we're gonna have to come to terms. So, you know, so so this is it. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, but don't worry, Ellen. It's Friday. It's not tomorrow. It's Friday. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I may, I had those little appointments with some of you, but yeah. So, but I'll see how. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll feel better. I don't know. But I'll do it. Okay. So all right, guys. So it's fine. I have to go. I do have to go because closing here. Okay. All right. See you later, alligators. See you later. Okay. Bye. Bye.